Plan Z. What do I even say about this one? Okay, so Plan Z is a Scottish independent zombie film that doesn't know whether it's taking itself seriously or not, but I saw this film when I was interested. It had one showing and that was at like 9 o'clock at night. I saw the posters and it was like, support your support your Scottish independent film industry. And it was like, yeah, sure. I mean, why not? I like to see films from different places. I like to see independent films. It sounds interesting to me. And it had a very, very limited release. I don't know any other cinemas that were showing it around here, but Cineworld was showing it at night time, and I was like, I've got to check it out, because if I don't, I'll probably regret it. Because I like my independent films. I mean, I liked Swiss Army Man, which is a film about a farting corpse, so I was like, how, bad could it be? I've seen some bad reviews for this film. It was like, it can't be that bad. It's barely a movie in itself. So the premise seems simple enough. A guy living in Scotland has a plan for when zombies start attacking. Somehow he just knows this. There's no explanation for how they got there. It's just some virus. There's some mention of Ebola. So apparently this is the Ebola virus. But why in Scotland and why now? But yeah. So he prepares himself, and all he has really is a crowbar and a cricket bat. See, we're already getting comparisons to other zombie movies like Shaun of the Dead, except this film is trying not to be a comedy. So yeah, he prepares for this zombie attack, and his friend's like locked in a restaurant toilet. By the way, this video will contain spoilers because I can't talk about this without talking about some of the bizarre crap that happens. But no one's going to see this film anyway, so who cares? But yeah. He's trapped in this restaurant toilet, so the main character, who I know the names of zero characters. I think the bald guy might have been called like Bill or something. No idea. But he's trapped in this restaurant toilet, so he gets rescued and they go and escape from these zombies, and then there's a title card, and it's like 3 hours later and they meet some more people, and we have our survival zombie movie sort of. And they travel to this island. I can't even remember what one, but I think it's in Ireland. That's one of the weird parts when they go to Ireland. I believe they go to Ireland. I mean, this film's so out there and so weird that maybe they didn't, but that's what I got from it. And they meet this Irish dude at a petrol station, and straight away, like, he dies within 5 minutes of screen time. And they start playing this really sad song, and it's like, he's died, you know, we've all got to be sad about it because he's gone. And it's just like, we met him about 2 minutes prior to the scene and we know nothing about him apart from the fact that he was an asshole to the main characters by trying to steal petrol from them with a machete. Why are we sad at this point? And it's things like that that just make this movie not work. Even the credits, when the credits came up at the end, they went by so fast, and it's just, no, I mean so slow, but there's not enough of them is what I mean. But it was just like, and then they're just gone, and it's like, what was that? And this film like felt like it ended about 6 times, and the film's so short as well. It's like 89 minutes, but it feels like it goes on forever. Like, I do not put this lightly. This film was like Birdemic, but with zombies. I mean, you barely see any zombies to begin with. When you do, it is Birdemic levels of stupid. If anyone's seen Birdemic, you know there's some weird scenes with some weird audio that just doesn't mesh with the rest of the film. It happens here as well. Characters will be talking through voiceover, but it'll be so loud, and it'll be doing your head in, and then people will be talking on the phone, but their mouths won't be syncing with what they're saying, just like in Birdemic. There's even a scene where they go to this, I think it's a petrol station or like a little shop, and there's a shopkeeper in the shop, and that happened in Birdemic. There's this shopkeeper who just like talks absolute nonsense, and in this one there's another comic relief. Well, he wasn't comic relief. I think his performance was supposed to be serious, but it wasn't because he was so stupid in the film. But there's another like shopkeeper in this, and they walk in and they're like, "Have you not seen? There's zombies." But they don't mention zombies, and the shopkeeper's just like, "Is it the flu? Bird flu? Swine flu?" And it's just like, could you get any more hammy and ridiculous in a film that's supposed to be a serious horror movie? Ugh. And I went with a couple of friends, and I'll be completely 100% honest. I went to the pub before I saw this movie, because there's literally a pub like underneath the cinema. There's the Weatherspoons, and then you go up the stairs and there's a cinema. And that's what I did, because it was so late by the time I saw this, and I was like, you know what? I'm here early, I'll have a couple of beers. and it did. And so I watched this film a little buzzed, and by the time it ended, I was completely sober. But while I was watching it, I felt a little bit, sort of tipsy, and I was just like, this isn't making the movie any better. So I can't say watch it drunk because it still won't be very good, but it was funny. Watching it with friends, we were just laughing the whole time at some of the stupid stuff that happens. Like when a zombie gets killed, there is one scene where a zombie like walks into, I believe it's like the house in the place where they travel to, and the main character like has this crowbar and he hits the zombie, but he's on the other side of the room to the zombie, and the zombie still goes down when he's nowhere near it, and it was hilarious. And every time a zombie dies, like they repeatedly bash its head in with a crowbar or a cricket bat, or whatever it is they're using, and like it just you can tell how fake it is, and the sounds just like clearly edited in post production. Even like one of the main characters with the cricket bat wears cricket gloves the whole time, and there's no explanation for it. He's just like, I'll wear these cricket gloves to go with this cricket bat because that's what you do. And it's like, is there a point in that? Is there an actual point? And my God, it's just, if it sounds bad, then just watch it because it's ridiculous. I'm all for independent movies, like I said. I love them. I love supporting the independent film industry, and a low budget film can be done really well. But this is an example of one that really wasn't. The best part of seeing this movie was the fact that there was a Rogue One trailer and a Trainspotting 2 trailer before the movie, and I saw two really cool trailers in the cinema that I could have seen on YouTube for free, and that was better than the entire film itself. It started and I knew it was going to be awful. It ended, it was awful. I appreciate that it's a low budget. I appreciate that those sort of films are hard to make, but make it better than what this was. Plan Z is one of the worst movies of the year so far. I don't think anything will surpass that. I mean, there are worse movies than this. I mean, Nine Lives and Gods of Egypt and those films, they are worse. But this film is Birdemic with zombies, apart from it's less self-aware and it's not really trying to... I think the first Birdemic wasn't trying to be funny, so the irony's a bit lost, but what I'm saying is this film is worse than Birdemic because I think it really does try to be a serious film and it really tries to grip you, but it doesn't work. So I'll say do not watch Plan Z. If you're going to watch it, have a couple of beers, have some friends over, because it is funny that way. I know that because that's what happened last night. But I do not recommend this movie. I want the film industry, the independent film industry, to make more films. But if they make films like this, then I will stop supporting them because, come on, stop. So Plan Z. Let me know if you've seen it. I know you haven't. But comment below and I'll see you guys soon.